Hi, brothers and sisters. So today my lesson is healing nature. So, been paying attention a lot to what's going on in my yard, and there's some sickness going on here. Starting kind of, it's going outwards and going in. So what I'm doing today is I'm following the energy. I see more sickness leading down this path. I know my birch trees have been falling, and they're very healthy birch trees. There's no reason for them to be falling. However, there's a sickness in my forest right now, and so I'm trying to address the problem. But I'm following right now all of this kind of darkness. As we come to this birch tree, you can see that it is a very healthy birch tree. Should not be down. It's got the nice white bark on it and everything. But as we get further and further in, we're going to see some darkness here on the birch tree. And we're going to see some darkness around the birch tree. And lots of death, lots of kind of gross, like I said, just darkness here. And I'm following this in right now to see where this is going, because as you can see here, we also have more birch trees that are kind of dying off and falling. It's happening all in this centralized place. So what I'm doing right now, so I can properly heal, is find out where this is coming from. So you can see everything's kind of dying off here. More death as we walk into the forest, more birch trees that have fallen, more that are getting darker, a little bit more sick. This has kind of been going on for a while. Just now, unfortunately, that the healthy trees are falling, I'm now paying attention to it. But as we go throughout here, we're seeing that it's actually the grounds that are sick. It's not necessarily the birch tree itself. Something kind of infected. It's losing all of its roots. It's losing its connection. We have another one here, very healthy still, but that one is coming to a tilt. This one here, still alive, still a little healthy. It's getting dark there. As you can see, this birch tree also getting dark. Looking into it, what I find is that at some point, somebody had cut the birch tree. Yeah, so this is going to be the center of kind of my issue, is that this one birch tree got disconnected from the rest, and the rest really needed its energy, and so now it's dying. So let's move on to healing the birch trees and healing the area around this. So I am going to stand on the actual stump that started kind of all the sickness. This is the first tree that was cut, and when we cut trees down, it's really like kind of cutting out a very important structure in a living system. And once you cut one, that vital energy from that one source ends up stopping the healing on the other sources. So if you cut a tree down, I don't know if you've ever heard of oak wilt, birch has the same kind of properties, is that once you cut it down, it kind of goes into a defense. It cuts off that energy from all of the things around it, and the other things around it then lose their energy, and they start to die off too. And so it's very important when you see sickness or you see death in nature to go address the source, find out where the source is. Right now, the source to me is this cut birch tree that was cut at one point. It cut off the energy source for all of these other things, and now in the center it's just all spreading and it's dying from this very spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of get lost in my music, get lost in myself, get lost in the middle of the tree. I'm standing on the stump of the tree, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to revitalize that energy. So maybe the energy of the tree isn't there anymore, but we can still honor the energy that was there. We can still allow it to grow. We can still allow it to give energy to the things around it. We can even do this like in women that have their uterus taken out. we still have to honor that energy that's there. And so we kind of rebuild an energy shield to make it appear or function as though the energy is still there, because it is a vital energy for all things around it. So right now I'm just going to kind of help the tree advance and grow, and I'm going to actually go into a state of meditation where I am the tree. So I'm just going to get comfortable on the tree, figure out where I'm standing. I am doing this with bare feet so that I can really ground myself and really be part of it. I'm going to attach my roots to the ground and connect to all the birch trees around me. And then regrow that tree. Allow yourself to regrow the branches. Remember to honor your seasons. So right now we're going through the summer and the light, giving it all of its energy. It's chloroplast. Remember, trees move with wind. They don't always stay in one spot. Once all that energy, the summer energy, is done, bring it down back to the roots. And let's start going into fall, where everything falls, goes back to the ground, gives nutrients to the roots. And allow it to spread and connect to the things around you. Give energy back to those trees that are growing and still alive. Remember, you can always move your feet, because through your feet is going to be the roots, and we want roots everywhere. Let's go into winter and start preserving our roots, making our root structure nice and long. Let's connect everything. Again, start our networking on the ground, under the ground. Right now I'm connecting to the tree that has fallen and trying to give it love and more energy. Eventually we're going to try to pick it back up and tie it to a rope and hope that it stays in ground. Things that live that long should be honored and taken care of. Let's go back through the summer, bring it up to the sun. And remember to always flow with the tree. Don't push it. Don't try to force it. Just allow it to go through its seasons and its cycles. Connect the branches and the leaves. Allow it to connect up to the very, 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 very top. Touch the sun. Get as high as it can. And don't forget to honor below the root system. Attach below and attach up high. Send that energy through the whole tree. Allow the tree to connect to the places that it was connected to before. Surrender. And don't forget to honor the leaves. Get down low and build those roots. And grow with that tree. Don't forget to give energy to the surrounding trees and their energies. Feel the heartbeat of the tree. Give it back its rhythm. All right, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to continue to get some energy here. Yeah, that's how you do energy work on nature. I love you so much, and thank you for being here with me.